Hello everyone, No Respawns here, hope you're doing well. So in this video I'm going to be doing a 2 foundation, quick to build little player home. A lot of people are asking me for a 1 foundation version of this, but quite simply put, there are loads of videos on this already, and they tend to follow the same process, and I don't want to accidentally rip off someone's build. Effectively it's just, 1 foundation with pillars and stuff. So I'm going to do a 2 foundation. We're at my original base, but I've just removed like 3/4 of it, so I have a bit of room, but I've left it there so I can just snap everything back on really quickly. So with further ado, let's jump straight into it. So I've already made this before, so I actually better make it reasonably swiftly. I'm going to put these on properly. So it is just quite literally 2 foundations. One thing with this build, as note, and I've mentioned this a few times in my videos, is that build order for Fallout 76 is just massively important, because things can look like they're not working, but feel like they should work. So you're like, why is it not snapping? So basically you'll see me kind of snapping things in what would almost seem odd orders, but bear with me, basically. Okay, I need to make sure I get these windows in the right place, because I haven't been put in the right place, and it has been annoying me a little bit. And put that on there. Cool. Right. Windows have to be in the right place. Super important that your windows are in the right place, everyone, yeah? Because the whole build just doesn't work if you don't put your windows in the right place. Attaboy. Also, my stairs didn't snap in earlier properly because I built this thing right next to rock. I've tried to record this a couple of times, and I keep screwing up. But it's fine. It's fine. It's always the simple ones. So firstly, you may notice this doesn't snap here like this. Oh, noes. However, this does. These upper floorboards have a bit more of a generous snappage, whatever the scientific phrase is. And so quite simply put, if it doesn't snap, just pop these here like this. But I quite like this structure. I'm still waiting for Bethesda to give us more structural elements to play with. It may be a while, but it is fun to, I guess, forcing myself to use bits that I just wouldn't normally use, like these bits here. I quite like these bits, actually, because they add a kind of nice little structural support to upper floors. Where's that one? Go. God damn it. Put them in all in the wrong order. There we go. There we go. Annoyingly, I haven't figured I'd do it yet in terms of the order, but I wanted to put railings around the top of one of these, but they wouldn't snap, which is a shame. So I was going to have one that was... Basically, you've got one bedroom, and it was going to have, like, railings that allow balcony here, but... Unfortunately, that ain't going to happen. So, again, reinforcing the build order. Look, I can't place this here, but I will be able to in a sec. Sounds like a radio host then, or a TV host. I will be able to do it in a sec. Oh, God damn it, David. There you go. You're getting all distracted. What a prick. Okay, back here again. But there's still that side. Won't let me snap. It's fine. Everything's okay. It's alright. Now we can snappage you on. And you. Alright, now the windows. And that one. And then a thing. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm going to put these here. You fuck off. Because I was realizing when I was... Initially, I had the windows at the end. But the thing is this is where you'd probably put your stations, and you kind of don't want it. Ignore whenever it does that sound. Just don't worry about it, because often you just have to place another wall next to it. There we go. It's bloody annoying that. Come on. Probably due to this. 1 second. Give us a bit. There we go. I think it was just due to the window won't let me go there. So we'll have a window this side, but we won't have that side. Come on. Come on. There we go. I do hate that sound with a fiery passion, though. That kind of... You can't do it sound. I hate it. It's so annoying. Because it just means that I'm going to have to figure out what order I need to place shit in. And it just gives me such a headache. Okay, just got to pop the roofs on now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a tour of the finished structure. And then I'll do, like, I'll just disappear, decorate it up. It won't take very long. Basically, just not something very fancy. And then come back in again. Let's pop a door on as well, actually. Where's my doors? Got it stored so I can actually change the type. I've got so much stuff stored. Let's put a... I want it to open out, really. Let's Let's do the white door. Can I rotate it? I think it's that way makes it open out. I can't remember. Ah, open in straight. I'll do it. I'll have to change it around in the decoration phase. But let's just have a quick look-see. So I quite like the structure of this. It's simple, but... And it's still obviously always... A lot of things still look a little bit blocky, but then we could add some decorations and details on the outside. But it's still quite fun, I feel. And allows you... Don't forget, it's on literally 2 foundations, so you can more or less place this anywhere, as long as you don't have, like, big trees. And it's got a surprising amount of space on the inside. And it looks very, very nice. Right, let me disappear for a second. We'll decorate up and you can see what it looks like with stuff inside it. And we're back. So I've decorated the inside. Just a few notes that obviously there are some stuff that you would need to put outside, such as food and water just won't physically go inside anyway. But I think most of you get that with obviously the foundation is more the structure. And also the power armor stand I would just probably slap outside because it just won't fit inside a building unless you specifically make its own little area. But let's pop inside. Obviously the outside I haven't changed at all other than the fact that I've connected it to my generator there. Let's have a crafty look inside. So, I haven't really decorated it very much. I've just kind of demonstrated the use of space. So I've got a little food area here. Just random nonsense there. Mr. Pebbles. And as you can see, the space upstairs. So I've got an area to maintain ammo and weapons. I've got a place for chems. I've got my armor there. I've got my bed, and I've got a weed desk, and I've got my stash there. So it's quite, it is obviously with these small foundation areas, they are ultimately going to be quite small, but you can fit a surprisingly large amount of stuff inside without it looking, you know, crap in any way. I mean, I'm quite, this is not something I personally would use probably myself, but at the same time, it was an interesting challenge on my side to kind of see what I could make with given these limitations, and also it's useful if you just want something that you can pretty much just slap straight down really, really easy. I would recommend if you do schematic this, probably schematic this without the stairs, just because often that's the kind of thing that will actually interrupt with the placing. Also, we get the bulldozing next week, and so therefore it should be a hell of a lot easier to actually make your player camps, as well as not having them disappear because someone else is in your spot. Anyway, hope you guys found that useful. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I will have new videos up soon. Apologies, both. For the last 2 weeks, I have been at work finishing the last of our major end-of-year projects. So though I haven't been busy in the evening, quite a bit when I got home, I've just been procrastinating. So as of now, I'm pretty much free for the rest of the year. So that means I can focus a little bit more on making videos without being worn out when I get home. Also, speaking of which, I will have a Let's Play again tomorrow. I've recorded them all, I just haven't been putting them up. Anyway, I'll talk to you fantastic bunch soon. You take care.